Hi guys, how are you doing? I'm back with another video. Yeah, I just want to let you guys know that as a Christian, there are things that are going to happen to you not because you're a bad person or because you've done something wrong or something like that. Things are going to happen to you. Some things are going to happen, some bad things to be precise, are going to happen to you not because you're a bad person or you did something wrong or like you deserve it, but because you love God. Like just that. Things will there. Ooh, you ask Job what happened to him. Because that guy, the only thing that made him to go through everything that he went through is because he loved God. Is because he loved God, just that. And he was righteous and he did things right and he was blameless. Yeah, so there are things that are going to happen to you not because you're a bad person, not because you deserve it, not because you sinned, like the entire world will pin it on you that, man, evil people, karma, stuff that, like there are those people who are like really evil and they are wicked and they've done some things and that's why they are going through some things. But there are these good people who are children of God and they love God and all that. But they're going through things because they love God genuinely, because they are true. They're true children of God, and they go through you know, a lot of trials, a lot of tests, a lot of whatsoever's, just because they are in love with God. Man, it sounds unfair, but it is what it is. It happens, still happens. And also, some people come and hate you not because you've done something wrong or like but because you love God. Because God is on your life, God is blessing you, and He's using you, He's whatsoever. Like people hate you for things you don't understand. Actually, people hate you for some creepy, stupid things that don't make sense. Like someone can hate you just because you are nice person or you are not bothered by whatsoever. Like, it's a lot. Someone can hate you just because you're who you are, just that. So don't take things at heart, but also there are things that will happen to you because you're in love with God. Yeah, because you just love God. Oof, I feel like loving God comes with a price, because you go through a lot when you love God. I don't get it. Is it because I don't know why? I don't know why. Lord, I love you. Lord, I love you. Okay. Yeah, but there are things that are going to happen to you, not because you did something wrong, but because you just love God. Full stop. Yeah. And also, while going through those things, the people who come and mock you, just like what happened to Job, who come and mock your own friends, people you should be calling friends, will be like, you can't be going through that just like that. You must have done something. You must have sinned. Maybe your children did this. Maybe this and that. And you're like, wow, yeah. The people who come and be like, they point things and they slander you and do all those things, but just focus on loving God, because when you love God, you do not lose nothing, but you gain a lot. It's only gains and gains and gains. And God will never leave you. He'll never forsake you. He'll never leave you for anything. He'll never leave you, even when you're going through a lot of tests. He will still be with you. He will still help you through them and guide you and protect you. And also, he'll bless you. Like he'll bless you mightily. Just continue loving God and don't stop because of your neighbors or because of your friends or because of your family members, whoever. Don't give up on God for anything or for anyone, because It's not worth it. God loves you, and I love you guys. God, I love you. I love you. I love you guys. So continue loving God, continue loving yourself, continue focusing on God, honestly. Don't focus on naysayers. Naysayers will be in your life forever. For as long as you're going to live, naysayers are gonna be out there saying something. And also don't be scared of loving God. That, oh, I think if I love God right now, like, people will say this. People always have something to say. Even if you don't love God, they will say something. So please don't fear people's words. Just focus on loving your creator because he loves you more, and he's gonna bless you, and he's the reason you're here. He's the even he's the reason you came here. He's the reason you're here. He's the reason you're going to go back to him. So don't let the things that you found here or the things that found you here try to talk you out of your relationship with God. Don't let peer pressure also change you, because you might have people you're hanging out with and you believe in them, you feel like, oh my god, they are doing the right thing, but back in your head you know it's that these people are not, like, a good influence for me and my relationship with God. So you can cut them off or ask God for wisdom, because I'm not going to tell you to cut off people, to cut off everyone, because some people I don't know. It's different with everyone. There are people you really need to cut off in your life because they're not like good for you, but there are people you're not gonna cut off like that, especially let's say family. Like, okay, my situation is different. I'm not like living with my parents or with my siblings, so you can kind of do that, but and my god, I don't know how to say this, but if you're someone who is still maybe at home, you're still with your parents, you can't cut off someone you're staying with in the house. Maybe you can set boundaries and stuff like that, but you can't cut them like completely if you're still staying with them. So you need to just ask God for wisdom and create boundaries, yeah. But anyone that tries to influence you out of your relationship with God, do not do it, because it's not worth it. They might show you the bright side, uh, sorry, the bright side of that decision, but it's not nice. It's not a good decision. Just keep loving God regardless what you go through for God. Okay, regardless of what you go through for the sake of your relationship with God, just keep going, because actually, if you fought because you love God, that means you're doing the right thing. Even if it's no, if it's no, oh Lord, help my tongue. Even if it's not like your relationship with God that people fighting or stuff, but even if it's your character, you're trying to become a better person, you're trying to cut off some habits that are not good for you, and you are actually trying to do better things, and someone is trying to block you into doing the right thing or making the right decision, just know you're doing something right. That's the reason people are fighting you or something like that, like tests are coming your way and all that. But I love you so much. Just do the right thing. Job stayed with God regardless of how, because I read I'm still reading the book of Job, and I'm wondering, yeah, man, like, this guy, even if he cursed that day he was born and stuff like that, he did all that, but he never kind of, I feel like he kind of blamed God, but he didn't curse him out. Yeah, just like, my God, because people will be around you who influence you to curse God and live your life, like like Job's wife was like, yo, man, just curse God. And because when I look at those two, I feel like those two were, of course, married, and they even had children like that. But so, like, there is that impact you have, or the influence of married people. Like, when you're married to someone, that person you're married to has kind of an influence on you. But even that did not stop Job from doing the right thing. So it was like, even if you're my wife and you're telling me to curse God, I'm not gonna do that, you know. And I remember he said something like, you're spewing nonsense, something like that. So do the right thing, not for anyone, but for you and God. And I love you guys. So if you don't have a personal relationship with God, start it today. He loves you, and I love you too. Peace. I'm out.